Hey everybody, thank you for joining today. I just wanted to share with you my strength workout from Tuesday, May 26th. I just did a lot of compound movements today. I worked on the big three: squat, bench, deadlift. My general goals right now in fitness are just trying to stay healthy during COVID crisis. It's tough to get enough stimulus in through the gym with social distancing, so only about twice a week right now am I lifting weights and barbells and things like that. So when I do lift weights, I do try to make it more compound movements, and I mean, typically that is a better strategy for most people anyway if you are, lacking time to be able to specify and isolate most muscle groups. So I'd recommend that for everyone. So today you'll just get to see me doing a bunch of compound movements, working on squat, bench, deadlift. I'll go over some form, and yeah, if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date on all the content that I do put out, I just try to be informative, show effective workouts, and just try to have fun and make fun with fitness. Hey Romeo, this is Romeo, he's a good boy. Yeah, so please subscribe to the channel if you could, much appreciated. I'm a brand new YouTuber, so every subscription really counts, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Alright, brief overview of the workout for context if everyone wants to follow along or do their own version of this workout. We're going to do 3 rounds of 3 movements. After we do 1 round, we'll then take a 90-second break, and then we'll go through the next. The first thing I'm doing here is some barbell back squats. The goal is I'm doing some box squats, so I'm trying to sit my weight completely down onto the bench, stop momentum, and then stand up explosively, squeezing my glutes at the top as well as my stomach. I'm just trying to work with some weight here that I can do sets of 8. Today was 235. I have not squatted in about 3 months because of COVID, so it's just taking it easy today at about 70% of my 1 rep max. Generally, I would do sets of 5 on these days with 80%. Next, you see me doing a single arm dumbbell row. I'm going to do sets of 10 here, I believe. I'm just trying to keep my back nice and straight, retract my shoulder blades, keep my hips open so the dumbbell can go right between my legs, and just a great exercise for your upper back. Generally, the second exercise in all these sets, we'll be doing a pushing or pull movement. Next, we're going into a hollow rock hold. This is my favorite core exercise. You're going into posterior pelvic tilt, so you're trying to round your pelvis and push your lower back against the ground. From there, you're going to extend your arms overhead, your feet out, keeping limbs locked out, really challenging yourself to not go into extension of your lumbar spine. If you cannot do this exercise, just regress it down, do a dead bug. You can find that on my channel. So like I said, regress it down, do a dead bug, do it for sets of 30 seconds. I believe right here I'm doing this for 30 as well, but work to whatever max capacity is for your core. Starting the next group of exercises off is the bench press. The most important thing here is to keep your shoulders in external rotation, which means your elbows are going to come in at 45 degrees, so you think of breaking the barbell and then creating that force to get your shoulders in that position. Going to keep them much safer. You won't be in an impingement. Your risk of getting tendonitis or tearing something is dramatically lower. So please guys, look into it. I'll do another video over to go over it a little bit more in depth. Here you now see me doing for the second exercise in this set of stuff is wide grip pull-ups. I'm just focusing on keeping my palms forward, pulling myself all the way up, pinching my shoulder blades, trying to get my chest all the way up to the bar, going through full range of motion. At the bottom of the reps, you see me hanging down. I get to stretch my pecs and my lats out from the last exercise. Starting to get tired here. You see when form starts to break down, you start to round forward to cheat your reps, go into internal rotation, and you're really not working your back like you want. But I think I got 12 reps here and was working to my max ability. Third exercise in the set here is my second favorite core exercise behind the hollow rock. It's anti-rotation work. So you can work on your core by doing flexion extension or anti-flexion, anti-extension. Here I'm doing anti-rotation. I'm resisting a load that's trying to rotate my torso. So my core is trying to keep my spine and the integrity of my body straight. So this is a great effective way to work on your core and your obliques in a really functional way. Now starting the third and last group of exercises, we're going to start with the deadlift. I'm doing a trap bar deadlift. You can see I'm hinging my hips back, standing tall, squeezing my glutes. The great thing about doing a deadlift is you are learning the mechanics to pick something up in the most advantageous way, and while you're doing that, you are taxing your central nervous system by lifting an extremely heavy load. I'll do a separate video on deadlifting, but just the greatest exercise if you want to work on your general strength. The second exercise here is I'm going to do a single arm kettlebell overhead press. I'm doing this standing. I like doing standing overhead press because you just work your core out a lot more. Again, try not to get in the habit of doing too much seated. It's great for doing isolated exercises where you want to tax one muscle group and really isolate it and not get anything else tired. But for general strength, just do standing overhead presses, do single arm. You're going to challenge your core. It's a great way to burn more calories and just work more muscles out at once. You might not be able to do as much weight, but you know, that's not the goal, is to move a lot of weight. It's to work as much of our body as we can. The third thing and final thing of my workout here is I'm exhausted. I'm just doing a push-up hold. From the push-up hold, I put my hips in the posterior tilt. You know, I pull my belly in, squeeze my glutes, and I'm just putting some flair on it today by doing some knees to elbows, you know, knee to opposite elbow, working my obliques. It's just a great way to kind of finish your upper body. I did some pressing today, so my shoulders and chest are tired, so I'm working that. I'm working my core. My core's exhausted from, you know, resisting all these heavy loads and keeping my back nice and safe. And yeah, so thanks for watching the video, guys. If you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, it'd be much appreciated.